Hello up there, and welcome to episode 8 of ATM10 To The Sky. Today, we're finally creating an island. Yes, that's right. We are creating the island to be able to get ourselves a few, only 3 villagers. And we're going to be using those villagers to basically get ourselves some sturdy cages just so tomorrow's video we'll be able to get these bees up and running. Cool. So let's go ahead and we'll fire up our mob farm. There it goes. Now, yes, it's loud. I'll step over here a little bit. So what I did was I let this farm run for a little bit. Turn it off so then we can talk about this. There we go. So I made a Vitalik source link. And what that Vitalik source link does is if we just go to Vitalik, okay, Vitalik source link. In our book, a Vitalik source link generates source from mob deaths and animal breeding. This alone, in a few, not, I would say maybe 2 minutes, I was able to get a full source jar ready to go. Because, in fact, we need source to be able to use our Conjure Island. So with that, and just a couple little things I gotta make, we can finally make an island and be able to get ourselves some villagers. I'm super excited about that. I don't know how well this is gonna work on my computer, but I'm super excited to see what this making an island is gonna do. But at the same time of us doing this, I did get a certain item off of this list that we needed before fighting the Ender Dragon, which is equip an epic helmet. And here we go. Helmet in hand. Swapped over. And there we go. So all we need to do, slay the Ender Dragon. I want to get a little bit better resources, even though I've fought the Ender Dragon, I don't even know how many times, in just plain vanilla with iron gear and everything else. I think it would just be fun to fly around, because normally I would fight it not flying around. So we'll get that all set up, and then we'll be able to slay the Ender Dragon in probably the next video or two. So that, actually, now looking at it, I think that's a little bit better than what I have right now. That I'm going to keep off to the side. I'll keep that helmet. So then what we'd probably usually do is just take all these items and break them down and everything. Oh, netherite. Oh, look at that. That's a nice looking sword. But that's not for today. Not for today. Today, we need to focus on the next episode being productive bees. And the first thing we need to do, island. But we do need to make sure in the end that we have everything ready for those bees. One thing we do need to get is a mob imprisonment tool. And yes, we're going to hop into another mod. Get the mob imprisonment tool so then we can catch the villagers. And in the end, yes, we will be spawning in the island, grabbing the villager, and setting it up with advanced beehive. So then we can start getting those sturdy bee cages that we've needed the entire time. So let's just hop into the next mod real quick. I'll start crafting everything up. So we just need... Technically, I need 3 of these. So fluid extractors. We need 3 of you. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 pistons. Wood. Thank you, Wood. Let's just break these down. But I will say episode 10 will be all AE. Just to give you a heads up. So then we will make sure that we've got everything we need. So there's our 3 fluid extractors. We need to make 1 latex processing unit. And then at the same time, we're also going to make a simple block placer. So then we can drop. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to use acacia. So I spent a little time to get a acacia wood. Because I think if you look at what you get back in using the acacia, I think you get a little bit more output. So we're going to go ahead and set this bad boy up over here. So then what we're going to do is I think I can place the block anywhere I really want. I don't think it has to go up, down, or anything else. So if I place a block placer. Oh, maybe it is going to be. I guess it's the advanced one. Let's do this. We'll put block placer. Yes. And then we're going to place fluid extractors around it. Just like so. Honestly, we could make another one. You guys are not facing the right way. Is there a way that I could wrench you? Does Industrial Foregoing have its own wrench? That's modern. Is there not a wrench for Industrial Foregoing? I thought there would have been. I bet there is. I just can't find it at the moment. So then if I place you guys like this, and we're just going to get one more because we have the block place underneath. One more. Nope, wrong thing. We're going to need a couple of these anyways. Trust me, no matter whatever I'm crafting, we're going to need multiple of them in the end. So these are extracting. And without power, you know, it's not doing as much. It's still working. We're still getting latex. But what I want to do is set up this. And we'll probably just go ahead and use... I don't have any fluid pipes on me. Do I have fluid pipes at the ready? So I gotta make some fluid pipes? That's okay. I'll make some fluid pipes. So if we just make some fluid pipes. And trust me, this whole thing is gonna change later on. We won't be using just the pipes mod. Make 6 of those. So we need fluid pipes. Be able to transfer all the fluids over. You know what? Now that I think about it, let's do fluid at the top. You know how to place. And we can just... Can I just use a normal wrench? Yeah. Fluid pipe. And then we'll run energy. Quick and easy. Use advanced and a flex point. So we can just run this over. Now, should we be getting power? Power, power, power. Yeah, cables are a little messy. He's still getting power. You are not getting power. Why are you not? Oh, the wiring right now. It's okay. It's all here. It's all I care about. It's all running. So then everything is going in here. So then we're starting to get our latex. Yes, everything does take a little bit of time, but there's always this. So once we're able to get enough, we should start being able to get ourselves some dry rubber. Hopefully. It's hello? Dry rubber? You need water? I don't remember it needing water. I mean, we could just put a kitchen sink there. We might just try that. Just to make it just run. Can I get a little bit of... I don't think... Oh, maybe we do. We'll just slap a kitchen sink right here. Fluid pipe. And... now we should be getting... There we go. Okay. I'm going to let this run a little bit, and then we'll come back, and then we'll be able to make that mob imprisonment tool. All right, so I let this run for a little bit. You know, we're sitting at 17, hopefully going to get 18 in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to show you, just to get upgrades for this to increase your speed, you are going to need to make a dissolution chamber. So that is something we'll have to make probably in a couple of episodes to be able to speed it up. And then once you get to tier 3, you're going to have to start making pink slime. Pink slime is basically going to become prevalent whenever we start the mob slaughter factory, which is going to be an attachment that we will add to the mob farm once we get that pinnacle going. And then that's something we can turn on and off whenever we fully automate the actual mob farm to be able to get all the resources and the gems that we need, and then to be able to break down every item that we don't need to be able to get more resources from. So right now, we're going to grab 18. That's a good start. And this is something we can leave running. It does take a little while to be able to break one of the acacia logs. So right now, we can let that run. It's not the end of the world. We're going to go ahead and sleep real quick. Once I turn everything off, make it a little easier. And then we'll go ahead and cook down our dry rubber, so then we are able to get ourselves the plastic. Everybody remembers that reference. Now that we have plastic, and yes, like I've said, everything will be 100% automated, so we won't have to worry about that too much. So really right now, I want to make 3 of these mob imprisonment tools. And I know that we only need 3 for the actual Conjure Island that we're going to be setting up. Probably in the back section. I still have a few farm ideas that I want to be building out. And then we'll be able to attach to that village. Even though there won't be any more villagers, maybe there's a chance that we can repopulate the area. Mob imprisonment tool done. Symbol block placer done. And we start with this. This is the first thing that we'll need to make to be able to conjure the island. And an arcane pedestal, which we can make source stone fairly easily. I don't have it fully set up to automate everything yet. That's going to be episode 10. So definitely be looking forward to that. Another thing I want to make is this angel block. And the angel block we can drop at any moment that we're flying around. So what I want to do is, instead of pillaring out, 20 blocks and then dropping this, because it's going to expand kind of like this island here. I want to get out far enough that I didn't have to pillar out, put the angel block down, and then put down our ritual brazier with the source jar right next to it. And then basically it's going to build the island right after it. And we'll definitely be able to see that whenever it happens. That's 2 more things knocked off. We're getting closer and closer to the very end. So let's grab our source jar. Thank you. And then we'll head out. In this direction. And then roughly guesstimate. I think that would be nice. I think that's a fair distance away for this. And then we can place a block right here. Now, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that we can put these next to each other. So if we put the brazier there, we place the source jar, then we should be able to take our tablet and place it down. And then it's going to build up to where we're at. All right. I took a little second to think about this. And I think we're going to do it. Awaiting activation. Awaiting activation? What's my activation? Oh my god. There it is. We have created an island and that scared me. Can we speed this up? You know, I'm just gonna let it run. So here's our island. It's a good distance. There's a land. Wow. Oh, it looks nice. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And we have villagers. Yes. Hello. Happy villagers. Hello. Actually, you know what? What do you do? Amethyst shards and mendostine. Well, I'm sorry. You are now mine. And you. Sorry. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Hello. All right. So now we have 3 villagers. I only really needed 1, maybe 2. But, oh, arcane core. Now the question is this place fully lit up that I can leave it alone? No. Let's go make something real quick. Just to keep this island a little safe. Because we may use it later. We may use this later to actually get more villagers. So let's just drop this Pharaoh flare lantern around here. I mean, it's not the ugliest thing. And then that should start lighting everything up, right? Hopefully. Does a Pharaoh flare lantern work here? I hope it does. So we'll take this, our block. Cool. Also, these scones, these are actually really nice looking. I hope this Pharaoh flare lantern actually works. Yep, there it goes. Okay, does work. Okay, so then we can actually leave this open, and then we could place, you know, a villager if we need to. We can also take a zombie villager and turn it into a normal villager and so on and so forth. So then we're actually able to get more and more villagers. Nice. So then you guys can go away. Actually, you know what? That angel block, I want to put that in my backpack. Just in case. Fluid pipes can stay there. Let's remember where I kind of have everything. Certain things are going to go away, like the food and stuff. As I checked my food, we're still good. If I get more advanced cables, it goes there. Honestly, can we ignore? Can we start from the beginning? That's okay. I have all this space in my diamond backpack. I'm not too worried about it. So now that we got villagers, we need to make a few items. So let's make some advanced. Advanced. Not the smartest person. B. Okay. Advanced. You know what? Let's just do this. So this, we need beehives. I think 2 is going to be okay for now. And then we need to make sure we got some honeycombs, which honestly are pretty easy to get. We take our shears and head all the way over. Yes. What are the chances? Thank you, bees. You were so helpful in helping me get what I needed. Put you away. Put you away. So we got 9. So let's... Shears. Can't we just make normal shears? I don't know if they're gonna change at all. Keeps them. Okay. So we need a campfire. And then we're actually going to go ahead and make 2 more of these. If I can. Ugh. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Because we can always craft. Let's grab a stack of you. Come on over here. And we're going to place you right over here. So we'll just do a normal, very normal. Yes, it's a little sad to do this, but if you ever played vanilla, you do the same thing. Actually, why did I go out so far? What am I doing? They're not that big. Okay. Super simple. Now I hope you just go in place. Now it is nighttime. Let's see. Now that one did say Fletcher, so I'm hopeful that he doesn't keep that. But we'll see. So I did not trade with you. And then I did not trade with you. How am I going to get you turning into... Huh. 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 You have to figure this out. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to figure this out. Question of the day. What is the first bee that got you into productive bees? Or did you go with another mod to be able to get different resources? Let me know. So I went ahead and changed that villager out. This one actually became a beekeeper, which is great. You are just a stubborn man. So we need to get emeralds. Emeralds, first thing. For some reason, the other villager did not want to turn, and hopefully the unemployed one will turn at some point. But we'll start with emeralds. Yes, this takes a little bit of time to do. You're a beekeeper. Sweet. So we can trade with you. I really don't need shears, but I will trade with you. And then be able to upgrade you up to, oh, a treat on a stick. And you cost less. So I guess I'm, as much as I don't need a treat on a stick. And that broke. Oh, that's a lot. I can do you. Well, you have bee cages. I don't really want bee cages though. I want to get ourselves to the sturdy one. So let's just go ahead and turn our magnet off and we'll just deposit things into a certain inventory. That's, you know, this is the best inventory I've ever seen. It holds everything. So I need a bottle to be able to get emeralds to probably get you all the way up. Because you do not want anything else. You can do this. If I get a few more emeralds. Now, since we do have a good way of getting emeralds, I like to use this up as much as possible. You. Okay, you fully upgraded. And you are just kind of sitting and waiting. Advanced. Okay, so this is mangrove. I'm okay with that. I don't want mangrove. I just want actual oak. But I'll waste the resources just to get it. Oh, once again, we're running out of space. So let's go ahead and I will start getting these guys all the way up to that full tier that we want it to be. And it's just vanilla Minecraft. That's all we're doing. So once we get everything, then we're able to get those sturdy bee cages that we want. So then we can finally, well, I don't know where I'm going to put you two guys, but definitely we're going to have to expand this island once we get everything going. So a few moments later, we finally are able to get ourselves the sturdy bee cages from both of them. This one's a little bit cheaper though. So let's just go ahead and we'll grab as many as we can. The same with you. Oh, why won't you grab any more? Is it bee cages? Is there something wrong here? 7 bee cages. No emeralds. I'm kind of confused here. What are you guys doing? You scamming me? I think you guys are scamming me. It won't allow me to do this. I mean, I'm happy to have one, but I want a couple more. What's going on here, guys? You guys running a scam? It says no emeralds. Okay. Well, let's grab a few more. Find out what's going on here. But I'm just happy that these are now open. Okay. You're done, and you can't take any more. But you did give me a bee nest. So you are now a master. And we get a lumber bee. Oh, that's nice. Lumber bee would be kind of nice. I just want you to go up just a little bit more. I mean, I guess I can do that. That's okay. I don't really need bee jars. Oh, you gave me a collector bee. Oh, nice. All right, so now that these are all maxed out, I got 16, 18, and a bunch of bee cages. I mean, I guess we can just use out the bee cages while we're catching and moving bees around. Just use those up. And then once we get to like the tiers that we want, like diamond bees and everything else, we'll just use sturdy cages. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna build this island. All right, so I thought about what we're gonna do about this island. And right now, since we're able to collect these collector bees, let's see how many we can get. 5. Okay. I'm 100% okay with that. So can I get 5 of these? If I get 5 of these, then awesome. And then we'll burn the rest on getting more and more of the sturdy cages. Cool. So you're... Oh, emeralds. Yes, emeralds. And trust me, we have a lot more than this. We have a lot more. Turning that off. We have a lot more sitting over here, which is not in our functional storage yet. If I can get just a few more. Just a few more from you. I think that's a good collection. You know, honestly, I think that's a good collection of sturdy bee cages. Because when we think about it, how many different bees we're going to have to hold, I mean, we'll probably need more than this. But that's a good start. And we still can use just the... To use up these bee cages, we can use a couple of these as well. To be able to push ourselves to get more and more bees. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you for watching, tuning in, everything else. Don't forget, Discord is linked down below. You can always join that where I update on all the things going on. And the support's really great. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.